Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of the Trading Titans podcast. So good again to be talking to you guys. Today, I'm going to be covering dollar yen. Right, so it's all going to be about dollar yen, so it should be quite exciting. However, before I get into that, let's look at today's quote. Complaining does not work as a strategy. We all have finite time and energy. Anytime we spend whining is unlikely to help us achieve our goals, and it won't make us happier. Randy Posh. Look, the reality of the situation is, and you know what? Through my life, working with different people, doing different things, there are a lot of people who complain. Right? If shit isn't going well for them, they complain. They let you know about it. Right? Even though it's got nothing to do with you, they let you know about it. So if it's not working out or whatever, they're going to be giving it all that. Look, I've never found complaining a thing, right? I do a trade, it doesn't work out, oh well, move on. I do a trade, it works out, awesome, great, and I'm happy, right? But the truth of the matter is that complaining doesn't help anybody. And one of the arenas we see complaining an awful lot is trading. People complain. And I mean this in the nicest possible way. It's not worth it, honestly. If you have to complain a lot about it, then you shouldn't do it. But the truth of the matter is that, like everything, there will be successes and failures. It doesn't mean it's not going to work. It just means that you have to accept that there's successes and failures. And that's kind of how I look at it, And at the end of the day, whether you're an engineer, you're a pilot, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a plumber, you're a carpenter, you're going to make a table that a client's not going to like. You're going to operate on someone, you're going to bloody well kill them. That's the way it is. My dad was a surgeon, and I'm sure he killed a few people. It's just the way it is. It doesn't matter if you're a pilot, you're gonna maybe touch wood, you might not, but if you did, you'll probably crash a plane, or you're gonna try and pull off a landing, and you're just gonna mess it up. At the end of the day, you could die. People around you could die. So the consequences in other jobs can even be much dire. So I never really get it, where you lose £100 and you go shit, or you lose 20. I think maybe it's just the concept of loss, and I think that's what we need to psychologically get around. And it's one of the reasons why people don't succeed when they trade, is because they think so much about the loss. You're making a bet, and if you make a bet, there is the chance that you're going to lose. It's not always going to be roses. And what we try and do is find a way, like we try and hack that, we try and get around it, we try and find a more higher probability scenario where you're on the winning side most of the time, not every time, but you need to be on it more times if you're going to make a living, or you're going to earn an investment return from this. You got to be on the right side most of the time. None of that bullshit about, well, I get 10 times profit, so that outweighs my lot. No, none of that stuff. You need like a higher probability win ratio. It's a bet. It's a two-sided coin. Either you come off with a P&L plus, or you come up with a P&L negative. There are no two ways. Right, so long and short of it, I'm going to race ahead and get into the main program. But again, guys, enjoy the podcast. All right, hi guys. Again, welcome to another edition of the Trading Titans podcast. What I'm looking to cover here now is a trade we got in for dollar yen. So we're actually going to look at a gap trade again, right? So get familiar with the gap trades, right? So we're going to look at a gap trade again. There's not a lot in this one. It's about 40 something pips in this, give or take. So we're actually looking to do not that much. So cost it's about 473 quid. So a little over about 50 or so pips here. So that's kind of what we're looking to do. Right, so it's a really short trade. I think it's a good chance it's going to happen. It's going to work out. We've seen on several other assets that there's been a very good potential for gap fills. So you can see that in gold as well. This is one that we actually didn't take, but this is definitely an opportunity, or was an opportunity. And we will discuss on another video, maybe slipping through value. But dollar yen is our next gap trade, which has a lot of exposure, so we got to keep out that. A couple of them actually is also crude oil, which is also falling back now, which is technically a gap trade. So we want to pay close attention to that as well. So we got a few, right? But we're going to go with dollar CAD because this looks like an obvious choice. And again, if you want to know about risk management, we got the client room right now. One of the biggest things that we've got at the moment is with our Orion Hunter. So just look in the vault, basically our Orion Hunter, where you got a 2-week free trial. We've got a new version launched. So in that version, there's going to be a lot going on. You're going to be able to see the trading room. You're going to be able to see some of the trades that we've positioned again. So we're going to be able to curate those to you so you can see them. We've got notifications. So if we put a trade on, you can actually know that a trade is about to go on and now's the time to move. As long as you subscribe for notifications, you should be able to do that. So basically go to the vault and check it out. If you don't want to go to the vault, or you're in a bit of a hurry, then go to research.orion-hunter.com and check it out, right? So it's research.orion-hunter.com, right? So check it out, and we actually have a link in the vault, so that's why I'm suggesting the vault. So check it out, and you should see some of the trades that we are thinking or working around. Now, we don't put everything up there, but we put as much as we can, so it's sensible, so we don't have like a crazy amount of trades. So at the moment, our big position is Aussie USD. So like I said, just check it out, and any questions, let me know. But in that version of Orion, we've got quite a few things going, and one of those is being able to see the trade room and also talk to us one-on-one, right? So no one can see your messages, so just talk to us one-on-one, or you can just simply, just read our idea stream and what we're thinking. We try and keep you updated. There is nothing like this on the market, so I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy it. And if you got any questions, just shoot us on the chat as well. Quite happy to respond. Beyond that, for now, we'll keep monitoring this, and we'll revisit this actual position.
Alright, awesome stuff, guys. Right now, just looking at dollar yen. So that was the position that we put out for you guys earlier. So just following it through, it's really developed because we haven't actually done much in the way of time. So it's actually doing quite well. So anyway, awesome stuff. As you can see, we're trading another gap this week, so I think this should be good enough evidence. The gap trades are quite significant, so hopefully we get some take profit, and you could potentially sell on this for the week, depending on how much you're trading, or what your needs are around trading. So if you're looking for a small gain, this could pretty much be it. It was pretty much a one-way street, and it was one of those things that you get to spot, and you take advantage of it. So again, it's all about timing, and this is something we're going to be working through as we go through the podcast. It's the timing of this. So as you see me do this often, you'll kind of get the picture. But any questions, guys, just let me know. Awesome stuff, and we'll see how this one concludes. Alright, guys, just to finish off this video, so we've been looking pretty much at dollar yen, right? So just showing you as well the P&L for this week. So trading gaps, one of the good things you can do with trading gaps is basically you can develop a lot of confidence, and that's pretty crucial, especially if you are sort of getting to grips with trading, or trying to work out where you need to be in terms of market profile as well. Trading gaps is the easiest, right? So even from where we're sitting, it's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward. So this was a dollar yen trade. We've now taken profit, so that's it hit here, and obviously this is the P&L going back from the Euro CAD trade, which we also have on the podcast, and dollar yen. So as you can see, it's not that difficult to obviously make this sort of work, and make it work to your advantage. I mean, it's like 1,200 quid, and just about give or take, just for a couple of minutes of looking, and in total about maybe 4 or 5 days trading in all. So going forward, I thought this is kind of useful for you guys to see. Anyway, so that's the gap filled. I mean, what happens next, of course, is not terribly my concern, because we're looking for the gap trade. There will be larger gaps that we look at, and just again remarking to the example with gold, obviously we've had a straight through value trade, and I mentioned that obviously in the earlier part of the podcast. So just to give you guys a picture of how things have developed today, and pretty much that's it for the week. So here's where the discipline comes in. Again, if you wanted to kind of power through this and say, look, I'm looking to get go through value, then that's okay as well. But ultimately, I think that pretty much does it. So
there it is in a nutshell. Here's there's another edition, of course, of the Trading Titans podcast, over and done with, and that's another trade. We will run through other stuff. We've done about 3 or 4 gap trades now in the podcast, so we will start to look at some other things as well. But again, if you wanted some really good, you wanted to get some good understanding of market profile, then I would suggest that you consider our client room or transformation program. Neither is incredibly expensive. It's just really a question of you making the decision to actually go out there and do it. Then we'll take you through where you need to be. We'll get you geared up with all this stuff, and we'll get you, if you're not doing well or you think you could improve on in areas, we will get you doing that. But any questions, guys, just let me know. And beyond that, awesome stuff.